Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony's Picks in the Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving out live free picks for today's card. And on today's show, we'll have picks for you from college football. We do our last day of, well, I don't know if we'll call it our last day. It is our last day of Maction, right? We're not going to have Maction standalone anymore after today. So we've got Maction on the board from college football. Also, we've got NBA on the board. We got 3 Cup games here as we're winding down the Cup. I believe we're going to wind it down here on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. But we got 3 more from the NBA today. Also, nice card here from college basketball. A new era, Maui, flight from Atlantis, the Palm Springs tournament, one that I'm close to. Maybe I want to drive down there. I could check that out. But we have a lot of good ones. I don't understand all the hate on Twitter about the new era. It's ruining college basketball. How is it ruining college basketball? I don't know. People are upset about this tournament. I guess they want the Maui. They love the Maui. I don't know. Good luck getting the ticket to Maui. It's 2,400 seat capacity, expensive flight, an expensive room. Go to Vegas, see a lot of games, enjoy yourself. So I don't understand all the hate on Twitter about over this new era tournament, but I like it. Just more games for us to bet on. I like it. I do too.
I love it. More games for us to bet on, and some of these games have been phenomenal. So I just love the tournament play. I love the neutral court, playing in the big gym. Love it. Gets you warmed up for the big dance. And I don't know. Some teams like it, you can tell, and some teams don't. Some teams get up for it, and some teams just kind of like threw in the towel. And some of these where it was like, oh, they threw in the towel. Mississippi State, I think, was one of those that threw in their first 2, lost the outright, and went home and got almost lost outright to the Privateers yesterday.
Oh, so, goodness.
Pushed the whole team. But I love college basketball. So more of these tournaments this time of year early. Love them. Bring them more in.
Yep.
Lots of sponsors out there that would love to sponsor some more of these tournaments. Let's get some more.
Yeah, so if you're within a 300-400 mile radius of Vegas, instead of paying that expensive flight hotel, we could drive and see these games. You know, that's something I may consider next year. We're looking at the quality of these fields. So that's a really good tournament now, new era. I love it. And, of course, NHL action as well for you. So we'll get to, and at the end, we'll get to the parlay purple segment. So let's meet the cappers, get right to the picks as we don't mess around here on the Tony's Picks in the Morning Show. Let's go to Rod. Rod, what's going on?
Oh, not too much, Tony. Nice little 4-2 win day yesterday, so can't complain there. Having a good week. On to today, more college basketball. I love daytime college basketball when it starts early and goes right on through the day. I absolutely love it. And it's said those little college tournaments they're fun. They're enjoyable. I didn't see one up in my neck of the woods this year like they did last year. They had UC Irvine, Kent State went at it down in Lethbridge. So a few hours from here, they had a little weekend tournament there in Canada, up north here. So yeah, I was able to take in some of the basketball and hoops in the college. So I love these little tournaments. Just gets you warmed up, gets you acclimated on all these new guys and see how they gel. That way, we're ready for when the March Madness hits and the conference play hits. You've already got 3 months worth of data behind it, and you've done the homework, and you know who's who, and you're ready to attack those the conference play and the conference tournaments and the finals. I just love it. Love college hoops.
Yep, absolutely, no doubt about that. Let's go to Chris. Chris, what's going on?
Well, not much. Coming off a 3-1 day, the Panthers couldn't get it done for us to get the sweep there, but had the Raptors and the Trailblazers, and then had Gonzaga to get that done over Bama there. So, yeah, we had that. And then we got a couple goal scorers there. Not too much. Was kind of quiet on the hit list, but just ready to get to today.
Get today, indeed. I think we have a single from NHL. Let's go to Alnitos. What's happening?
Yeah, it was just another one of those days for me, picking out the wrong NBA plays on the premium side. So, rough day there. And obviously left a few dogs that I should have put in there. And I said on the morning show yesterday, I liked a lot of these dogs. Unfortunately, picked the wrong one. And left a lot of money on the table there. Ended up with a losing day. Looking for a bounce back.
Yeah, I was on the Panthers that didn't get there. Couldn't get it. No scoring there. Depressed scoring in that game, but we'll look to bounce it back. All right, let's get to it here. College football, 2 Maction games. Of course, you're not going to get the best quality here to start. Because they're going to start this one early here with at 4:30 Eastern. Bowling Green and UMass. We're going to see Bowling Green at 14.5. A 15's popping up. Total 45, 44.5. Western Michigan, Eastern Michigan. It's Western 8s in spots now, 7.5. Total sits here at 46.5. The weather there in these Maction games. In UMass, 13% chance of rain, 50 degrees, light wind. Light wind in Eastern Michigan, 16% chance of rain, 49 degrees. So Not a whole lot of wind, not a high degree of precipitation here in these two matches. We started off here with Rod.
Yeah, Bowling Green, UMass. I would lean to UMass at home, but not a game I'm rushing to the win of the bet. I will pass on that one. But Western Michigan, Eastern Michigan, battle of the directional Michigans. Love this game. This should be a good one. You take the dog here in this one. It's just it is what it is. Eastern Michigan at home, play well. Cover machine away, not so much. 1-5 out on the road. Same with Western Michigan. Only 1-3 and land this big number. I'll grab Eastern Michigan. Plus the points in this one should be a good one. And this time of year, this weather, 49 in Eastern Michigan. That's pretty good for them. And a little sprinkle of rain. I'm quite sure Eastern Michigan will be like, wow, this is some beautiful weather this time of year. Considering it's almost Thanksgiving, they should be 2 feet deep in snow and cold is cold, not rain in the forecast up here in Michigan.
Yeah.
That's usually what it is in November. Especially late November. So I'm probably enjoying the nice little weather. So should get some fans in there as well. So give me EMU plus the points. I also like the over.
Yeah, I always think of the cheerleaders when they're bundled up in these Maction games. Well, it's tough being a cheerleader there with Maction, especially you got these night games at freezing temperature, precipitation, snow. Woo! But they still do their work on the sidelines. Your thoughts, Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to go the same way with Eastern Michigan there. I mean, they're 3-0 home conference games, so they are a cover machine there, like Rod said. 4-1 against the spread just in home games period there. So I'd rather have that plus 7.5 there and probably leaving that Bowling Green UMass game alone. That's just probably going to be ugly.
Yeah, that is it. They're just trying to hide it. They're going to hide the game. Let's start it early so no one watches it. Let's go on over to Alnitos.
Yeah, I'm with the guys here on Eastern Michigan. I think this one's going to be a competitive one. And not only do they cover the full game, I think they keep it competitive throughout. So you can back them here. You're getting 4 points in the first half. I like that. But I think I'll just stick to my good old first quarter plus the half point here. And you're getting plus money for it, too. So I'll take a shot for Eastern Michigan to at least keep this one tied here early.
They're from El Ninos there. Here, I tell you what I think about these games. I'll look for depressed scoring in Bowling Green, UMass. I look at under in that one. You look at these Falcons averaging 13 points a game more than the past month. Poor work in the run and pass. UMass just can't score. Just a bad program. Under there, I agree with the panel here. I like Eastern Michigan here plus the 7.5. EMU 4-1 to the spread at home. You look at Western Michigan. They do have conference losses here on the road at Miami, Ohio by 9. And Western Michigan has struggled on the road in MAC with their passing offense, putting up his 24 a game. I look for a close one here. Agree there. I'll take Eastern Michigan plus the points. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Dixon Morning Show as we continue here with the Cup. Now, all these teams in the Cup today have 2 games remaining, and then I think we close it out on Friday with everyone playing, if not mistaken. But we do have 3 Cup games today with these teams with only 2 so far here. In these 2, and we'll just knock them out in one block because we have in this group we have just 3 games, and then I think they come back Friday and play again if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, we'll have the Hawks and Wizards. The Hawks now up to 10.5, total 236.5. The note here with the Hawks can only make it as a wild card because the Toronto Raptors won the group there, so the Hawks' only chance is to run it up and try to get in as a wild card. That's their hopes there. Washington 0-2 in Cup play. Magic and the Sixers. Here we got the Sixers here. Dogs. Magic here laying 2, total 229. And I believe we got the Magic 2-0, Sixers 0-2 in Cup play, if I'm not mistaken there. That's probably why you've seen the money come up here on Orlando. But anyway, and then we go to Clippers and Lakers. These are the battle. Believe it or not, both teams are 2-0 in the Cup. So these teams control their destiny to get into the quarters. In this one, we got the Lakers dipping over the 6.5. Saw some 5.5 last night. 6.5 here. Total 229.5. Both teams 2-0 in Cup play, so they control their destiny to get to that final, to get to the quarters. Look at the injury report here for Atlanta. It is Trae Young out, Kennard questionable. For Washington, the 0-2 team, pretty much long shots at the really long shots. I don't think we've seen a 2-loss team get in the wild card so far in this tournament. Johnson out, George and Bagley are questionable. Orlando and Philadelphia, Banchero, Moritz Wagner still out. On the Philadelphia side, we have Bona, Edgecombe, Oubre out and be questionable. Maxey and George will be probable. And the Clippers here and the Lakers, both 2-0 in cup play. Jones and Miller out. Bogdanovich questionable. Of course, Kawhi and Harden going to play. They were trying to get that $1 million and go to Vegas. Harden loves Vegas, by the way. DeAndre Ayton out for the Lakers. So Ayton hits the injury report there in that one. I just wanted to make sure that I'm right with the Philly. I thought Philly was 0-2 in cup play. Let me see if that's true or not. Orlando 2-0. Yep, Orlando 2-0 in cup play. Philly 0-2, so they're extreme long shots. I don't think we've seen a two. Like I said, I don't think we've seen a 2-loss team even get into the quarters, into the knockout stages. So these 2-loss teams are pretty much out of it in my book. Wizards are 0-2 in cup play. Of course, as we said, Toronto won that group, so Atlanta has to win out and win the tiebreaker with the points against here, points for, or the net. You know what I'm talking about. Point differential is Atlanta's hope to get in. So we start here with Rod.
Well, yeah, so then the Wizards 0-2, they care about this game? No, Atlanta's going to try to run this thing up. So that's why they're minus 10 in this spot. So I'll lay with Atlanta here. Not real excited about going, yeah, lay it 10.5 with Atlanta, but I'll lay it. They are the better team. And as you said, they need a win and they need the big points. So small window for them to get there. But I think they can have a shot because I think they can run it up. The Wizards want to run it up. They have a little shot, right? Like little. They'd have to score like 160 here. 0-2, you need like about 160 at least.
But you need the wild card. See, that's the problem. You have the way it's set up. Each conference has 3 groups. So the group winner moves on, and 1 wild card moves on. But again, the wild card that's moving on is always a 1-loss team. You know, so in order for you,
the guy that gets up third,
you need chaos. You need to have like the second. All second place teams have to have 2 losses. Then you win. That's where it's getting tough. Is the second trying to find a second place team with two everyone with 2 losses, because that's where it's tough because there's only one wild card.
Did we see any wild card last year that came into the point differential thingy? I don't think so. I'm trying to remember last year. I don't remember thinking that it came down to them point differentials on.
Well, it would come down to it.
As you said.
Well, it's 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. The team, but we're talking about the 4th team that gets in because there's 3 groups. There's each conference has 3 groups, and then the first place from each group move on, and then they pull 1 second place finisher from the 3 groups to make it 4.
From like 3 groups. 4.
Yeah. So I said that one team they pull from second place, very unlikely to have 2 losses. You know, it's usually a 1-loss
very
team.
Unlikely. Yeah, very unlikely to have 2 losses. So
those teams coming in with 2 losses probably figure that they're like pretty much, toast. But
and the Wizards at home. The Wizards at home haven't been wizarding anything. 0-6 against the number. I'll take Atlanta and lay the 10.5 on that one. And then the Battle of LA. Man, I would like both these teams like to play defense, but I think in this cup game, I think you got to go the other way. You got to take the over. It's risen. It's up to 228.5. I don't think any defense played here. I think they leave it all out in the court and run and gun it. I'll take the over 228.5 here. Clippers, Lakers.
There we go from Rod. We'll move on over to Chris.
Yeah, I definitely like the Hawks there over the Wizards all day. 10.5. It's a big number, but I'm not scared to lay it there. And then I think definitely, honestly, in all 3 of these games, because the point differential is going to be kind of a determination thing, I think, when these guys come down to who gets what, as far as my understanding of this cup thing. So give me the over in all 3 games. I think we see some points in all 3 matchups today here. But definitely the Hawks in the first one there to cover. And then going back and forth on this Clippers-Lakers, I had it last night at minus 5.5. It's going up a little bit, but Kawhi's in there, Harden's in there. We've got the only person's out, Ayton for the Lakers. So you've got Luka and LeBron in there. We know he likes to show up for these kind of things. So I'll probably be on an island here, but I'm gonna take the Lakers to cover that. But I like all 3 games to go over in tonight's cup action.
There we go with Chris. Move on over to Al Ninos.
Yeah, I actually didn't want to say it, but I kind of agree with Chris there. I think we see a lot of scoring tonight, and all these teams kind of trending that way. And I think all the lineups kind of lean to overs as well here with these matchups. I'll take a couple of different looks though here. I will take a shot rather than lay the 10 points with the Hawks. I'll just take them to win both halves here. Getting a little plus money for it too. So I think I like that look a little bit better. and then laying juice on the spread as well. So definitely like that. Look better on that game, and a game that should win comfortably. But again, still not rushing to lay double digits. Phillies Magic should be a good one. Should be a fun one. Really depends, I guess, which Magic we see here. But I'll take a shot at a prop in this one, other than the over we just talked about. I like Tyrese Maxey to get himself a double-double. Only 2 of them on the season, but at plus 277, I'll take a shot with him in this matchup here. He's come close to it. Only had 6 assists in his last game, but had 9 in the 2 before that. So, the points obviously shouldn't be a problem, and he's got close quite a few times lately. So I think I'll take a shot on Maxey to finally get his double-double there at plus 277. And, yeah, I'm just going to stick to the over there in the Lakers-Clippers game. I think it's just 2 teams trending that way. And, again, the old guys coming back, I think they're more worried about their offense than locking anyone down on defense. So I'll take the over now.
Right from El Nino. Yeah, I make a good point with that winning 2 halves. Atlanta does have motivation to win 2 halves because they have to win the point. Their only way to get in is point differential. Really, like I said, unless they're the only team with 1 loss in second place, which is pretty unlikely in some of these tournaments so far. But you just never know. But
they play the Cavs though on Friday again, right, Tony? Do the Hawks. So Atlanta, they want to run this one up, and then it's going to come down to who determines. They play the Cavs on Friday in the Cup game. And the winner of that one most likely.
Cavs are 2-1, and they have Cavs and Atlanta both have a 26-point differential right now. There's that to overcome from the Wizards, and then the Cavs would have to lose 2 more potentially. So
yeah, and then they play each other Friday. So Cavs have played 3. They've played 3 games already. Yeah. Atlanta's only played 2. So this will be Atlanta's 3rd game, and they're 1-1. So if they win this, they go to 2-1, and then they have the exact same with the Cavs, and they play on Friday. So it's the reason why it's imperative, because if you lose to the Cavs, you could be out by point differential for it.
Oh, you will be out. You'll be out because Cleveland will jump you. Cleveland will jump you.
Yeah, but Cleveland will jump you. They'll win the division, and then you.
No. Toronto already won. Toronto already won.
Yeah. So then Cleveland will. Cleveland will. Whoever wins that one, basically.
There's only 1 second place team that goes now. So it's all the 3 first place winners, the group winners, and 1 from the 3 groups in second place. And then we know for sure if Atlanta wins, there's going to be a second place team with 1 loss. We know that. That'll be guaranteed. If Atlanta wins, we're going to see all these teams with 2 losses get eliminated in the East, because that means we'll have 2 teams with 1 loss playing next week or on Friday.
On Friday, because we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. All the games the rest of this week in the NBA are all Cup games. Yeah.
So that will determine it. So that's what I'm saying. It's an imperative that they do run it up. But we'll know for sure if Atlanta wins, there will be no second place team with 2 wins getting in, because you'll have 2 teams with 1 loss squaring off in the final Cup game in that group. So or the conference for that matter, because it's East. There's only 1 team from the East that's a second place. One team that's going to get pulled. So So if Atlanta wins, this will eliminate all the 2 lost teams from the Eastern Conference. So that's how it sets up right now, and which will be good because there'll be a lot of attention on that Atlanta Cleveland game. That'll be pretty good, because that'll almost a win. Hopefully get in. We'll see how it works out with all the groups, but that's how it looks that way. I think we got to El Ninos. So now I'll tell you, I agree with the Atlanta here. They got to run it up. Boy, this Wizards team 0-6 of the spread. There can be no worse. I don't know if people are banging on the Raiders how bad they are, but at least they've been somewhat competitive. But there is no worse franchise in all of team sports than the Wizards. I'm sorry. And this is just rock bottom, horrible. 0-6 of the spread at home. I'll give me Atlanta. They got to run it up because, as I said, it looks like they can't win. They can't win the group. They're going to be possibly their best is a 1-loss second place team. So they have to have a better point differential if there's another 1-loss second place team. If there's no 1-loss second place team, they'll be the only one, and they go no matter what. But you can't predict that. So they got to run it up here on the Wizards. So I'll take them here. Magic and Philly. I've heard coaches say, you don't like when you lose 1 game, it's a loss. When you lose 2 games, it's a losing streak. And that's all. So I think at Philadelphia, I think they're going to put a little push here because they don't want to lose. They don't want to lose another home game. So I'll look at Philadelphia. Little known from the Cup, They dropped the last one of Miami at home, so there's some motivation here for this Sixers to bounce back from that loss. So I'll take the Sixers plus the points in this one. I know they're out of the cup. Well, they're going to, if Atlanta wins, they're out of the cup with 2 losses. But Orlando here, just 36% from 3. I'm still concerned about the 3-point shooting. We know Philly at home shoots the ball well. They defend the threes there. Regardless of cup, they don't want to lose a streak at home. So I'll take the Sixers in that one. Clippers and Lakers, interesting game here, right? I think this is where the Clippers show up, believe it or not, because I know James Harden loves Vegas. He'd love a little vacation in Vegas. He'll go. Well, he can't go because some of these teams that are not in Vegas, they kind of rotate when they play, right? When the guys play in Vegas, the other teams play. So he won't be able to go to Vegas if they don't make it. So I think Harden's motivated to go to Vegas. We saw him score 55 the other day just to get warmed up for this game. So I'll take the Clippers here plus the 6. The winner is in the driver's seat to win the cup. If they win this one, they'll be 3. And whoever wins this one is 3-0, and all I have to do is win their next cup game, and they move on to the knockout stages. So even if you lose, you want to stay close because you can also get in as a wild card. So again, don't get blown out if you lose games in these cups, because a one-loss team will go as a wild card. So I'll take the Clippers there to cover it. All right, let's continue. Yeah, NBA Cups. It's not the playoffs. Yeah, but for some players, they take it seriously because they want that $1 million in their bank account. That's these guys still Hey, as we've seen before, these guys don't keep their money. They don't do a good job of keeping their money. They probably spend it as fast as they get it, and some of them probably have some back taxes that $1 million can help pay. Or it could pay your agent's fee. You could pay your agent's commission for the year if you win this thing. So I'm pretty sure. And who was the one that said that? The Laker coach that got fired the first year they did this. He said he's never seen players motivated in his life. Darvin Ham goes, you put money out there. There's no greater motivator for these guys to play than money. It's not about putting the banner up. It's about winning the $1 million. That's what this whole thing's about. And then Darvin Ham put it right when you heard him talk about it. He goes, it's a total different atmosphere in the locker room. The players are pumped up for it because it's about the money. That's what it's about. It's not about any banner raising. They get $1 million to win this game. And it's for the backup guys too. If you have really good team chemistry, some of these backups, this is half their salary. They're making one game. So it's a big.
Right. They get a good chunk of money. Here's an extra little bonus for you to play well, coming off the bench type of thing. So. Yeah,
the coaches get a piece of it as well. So a lot of motivation for these guys to play in this. When Darvin Ham broke it down about it when he was coaching the Lakers, how he saw different because it's definitely a different atmosphere in the room when you're playing for money. It's like a poker game and gambling, right? Like these guys have the money, but it's like $1 million poker pot in a poker game. You're playing poker, there's $1 million in the pot. They're going to go at it. That's how they look at it. They get $1 million.
And we as fans, we love seeing. I like defensive basketball though, so this cup game is kind of it's all offense, no defense played. So it's kind of like, it just shows that they're that the 3-point line, the 3.02 or their 3.20 the line shooting line's coming. I'm telling you, the 5-point play is right around the corner.
It may be, not be, and we'll see. We'll see if I think once we get to Vegas. I think when we get to quarterfinals, it's not sort of. And once we get to Vegas, we get to semis in Vegas, you start to see the defensive a little bit here, as they're just 2 wins away from
they don't worry about. We're not worried about that point differential, right? So then they're not worrying about having to get a spread difference. Well, what is it? Group D with the Spurs and Portland. The winner of that one most likely looks like they're going to finish with a negative differential.
That's right. That's right. But then again, that matters.
Minus 18.
Well, that matters. That matters in who gets home court in the quarterfinals is point differential also. So when we get into because the quarterfinals are played on team sites, they're not played in Vegas. The quarterfinals. So the quarterfinals will be point differential as well. So those teams are also motivated that are group winners to run it up because they want to have home court in the knockouts in the round of 8. So a lot of we'll see how. Again, some coaches had no idea. I remember one year where they asked a coach about a scenario, he had no idea. I forgot who it was. Might have been Chauncey Billups, if not mistaken. But one coach had no clue what all the scenarios were for the cup. So again, you just never know. I thought it was pretty funny. But It is. It's interesting there, but it's interesting to see how this cup plays out because, like I said, a lot of the coaches, they don't pay attention to it. I couldn't believe it when I forgot who it was. They interviewed me.
A lot of these coming right down to Friday.
What?
Love it. Yeah, what's going on? Really? We had to score 48 points to even have a shot? What, like difference-wise in this game? Oh, we're in trouble, boys.
Yeah, we're going to see one of those games where someone needs like 30, win by 35. At some point, that's going to happen. And that would be funny.
It's coming
a team,
on Friday,
a team empties their bench, and they just keep their starters in there and just run it. I'd love to see that one day. That would be funny. All right, we got some really good matchups here. I know we've talked about this new era. People hate these games, but I'm looking at all the TNT and True TV games. These are monster matchups here, guys. So, and it's cheaper for you guys to see these games in Vegas and having to fly out to Hawaii. And there's only 2,400 seat stadium there in that Maui Classic. So you've got this is beautiful for folks that like to go to Vegas. All right, college basketball this time of the year. Just give us what you got. We've got again a lot of great matchups. We'll start here with Rod.
All right, let's kick it off. There's a pile. I'm just trying to. Of course, it's one of those days my notes don't want to open up. Come on, open up. There we go. We're kicking off the day with give me Towson again. Kick off the day. They did us good yesterday. Got the outright win over who did they beat? Long Island? No. Rhode Island. Yeah. They Towson came in, and now you're giving us 7.5 with Towson. I'll grab the 7.5 with Towson taking on Liberty. Liberty, good start to their season. Towson can keep that game close. Another one I like here. I like the over here. Notre Dame and Rutgers. I think two teams that can run it up scoring wise. 131-9 seems a little bit light there in that matchup. Another one I like moving forward here. You got Creighton taking on Iowa State. Iowa State laying 7. Seems a little bit much. Creighton, we know they love to slow the pace there in that one, and they can shoot the 3 as well. So I'll take Creighton plus the 7. Against Iowa State. Also like an under. I think it's a lower scoring matchup there. Both those teams on the back-to-back as well. And hey, speaking of Rhode Island, they're taking on Vermont here today, and they're laying 5 in this one. Too many. Give me Vermont plus the 5 there in that one. That game's going to come right down to the wire, and there should be a good one. Sorry, Mr. Weskers, but I think you rock the chalk with the Jayhawks here, laying the 3.5. Kansas without their best player, but Syracuse is also without their best player, and the difference is that Kansas has played a couple of games without their best player. Well, Syracuse hasn't. Syracuse also yesterday had to go to OT and play a longer game. Well, Kansas basically just cruised over the Irish. I'll lay the 3.5 there with Kansas. Now, what I like is you move on up. I like the Jackrabbits here. Give me South Dakota State over Utah Valley. I think they are the better squad. You look at Utah Valley out on the road here. They haven't fared so well. 0-2 against the number. It is on a neutral court, but the Jackrabbits are the better squad in that one. And then another one as we move on down. There's a lot of games I love today. Give me the over. Nebraska, Omaha, James Madison. Not a lot of defense play in that one. Up to 159.5. I think we easily cruise into the 160s in that matchup. Another one I like later on in the afternoon is where is it? There it is. Give me FAU against George Mason. I know, hey, nice start to the year for George Mason, but FAU knows how to play some solid defensive basketball. So slower pace there in that one. James Madison laying the 5 is just too many. I'll take FAU to keep it close if they don't outright James Madison in that one. Another one I like. Give me Cal Poly over SEMO, Southeastern Missouri State. You look what they do out on the road. Not so good. Cal Poly has some offense, and they start hitting 3s. Woo-wee, it'll be lights out for SEMO. Give me Cal Poly in that one. And then there's some later games in the afternoon. Some run-em-up scores. UC Irvine battled it in their last game. I think they have the better squad here over New Mexico. I'll take UC Irvine in that one. And then big one, Michigan taking on Auburn. Should be a good game there. I like the over, 161.5. Give me the over in that one. And then the Battle of the Bears. Give me you got Montana Grizzlies taking on the Oakland squad there. So the Battle of the Bears. Give me Oakland. They love this tournament spot. You look what they've been doing 0-5 out on the road. Don't care. They'll be getting points. I'll take Oakland plus the 3 in that one. And then finish it off. Give me Iowa. They whoop it up on Ole Miss today in that neutral site game. I just love Iowa defensively. And Ole Miss says basically this is their first game out on the road. I don't think they played any neutral court games this season. Iowa, better squad. They'll dominate the glass. Ole Miss is good at football, not at basketball. Give me Iowa. Lay the 4.5 there in that one.
They used to say that back in the day with SEC teams. But somehow, some way, a lot of them got better. They used to say that. Probably Chris.
They did a little bit better, but we remember all the SEC teams. They love to fall off the cliff later on in the season. I'm telling you. How many did we have in there? We had was it 12, 14 last year?
They used to look like football. You know, they used to make fun about the SEC basketball. They said it looks like football players playing basketball. Back in the day with SEC college basketball, they would say that looks like football players playing basketball. On over to Chris.
Yeah, going back to that one, definitely, I'll agree with Iowa over my Rebels. Iowa's just covering a lot better. 4-1 non-conference. Ole Miss 1-4. They're not covering anything. We're definitely a little bit better at football there. So we'll take that. I'm gonna go Iowa State. I was gonna get them last night, but I couldn't put them on the site. Something was going on there. But I get 7.5 right now with Iowa State over Creighton. I just think Creighton's not gonna be able to get it done there. So we'll take them. I do like Auburn versus Michigan there. I agree with the over in that one, but I want to take the points with Auburn in that one, in that matchup. And then one that's probably just going to be a blowout there, Mississippi Valley, Texas A&M. I like Texas A&M, slight lean, no premium of any sorts at all. They're just going to kind of leave that alone, but I like that. And then Michigan State and East Carolina, my Pirates there. I like an under there. I think we see a lower scoring matchup in that one.
There we go. Chris, move on over to El Ninos.
Yeah, I'm agree with a couple things the guys said. I think they did butt heads on one of the games, so I'll be the tiebreaker in that one. I'll take the points with Creighton there. I think they do manage to keep it close, and I will agree with Iowa as well. I think I'd rather lay the 3 here myself, but I think a team that's been shooting the free throws pretty well. If it comes down or close to this number and comes down to the foul game, I think they should be able to cover this number for us. And that Auburn Michigan game should be a good one, and I do think it comes down to the wire as well. But I'll take the points with Auburn in the first half there.
There we go with Alaninos. Tell you what I think about these games. I'm going to take Cal Baptist here in this Palm Springs tournament. Poor Sandy. Lavin, like you're a really nice guy, but, man, I think college basketball is done for you, man. You just lost to Riverside by 14. You lost to Idaho State by 3 at home, all home games. Your first neutral here. You just not rebounding, a team that can't shoot inside. This is a team here that is 326 in the nation in size. Minutes continuity, 346 in the nation. This are a bunch of players that are playing with these other for the first time this year, and it's not really good. So I'll take Cal Baptist to get the job there here against San Diego in this one. All right. Is there any other one else that I looked at? I think that's the one I looked at here for today. Boy, that Houston Tennessee game is an interesting one. It seems like a lot of points. Houston coming off that overtime game, having to wheel back and play a tough game against Tennessee. If you can get a 4, which are popping up right now, I would take the 4 with Tennessee. I would take the 4 there. So, but right now there's 3.5. There's only 4 in Penny but Chris. But I don't see the U.S. books yet with the 4 there. But if there's 4, I would take Tennessee there. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Morning Show. As we move on over to, let's see, we got no NFL today, so we got college football, we got NBA, we got college football. Then we go to the ice. As the ice, it cools off with one game though. Good one, Stars and Oilers. Here we got Edmonton. Are we in that break, Rod, where they take breaks in the holiday? Or I know in Christmas they usually take a while break, but it's just one of those.
I think there's 15 games tomorrow. This is the
one
before the calm before the storm. So 15 hockey games tomorrow. There'll be 31 teams in action tomorrow. I believe the only team that is 30 teams in action tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then, or is it 30? Or is it 32 teams in action? Maybe 32 teams in action tomorrow. Wow. Maybe 16 games tomorrow. But, Because I think the Oilers are the only team that are not in action. So maybe I don't know how that works. But there's a pile of games tomorrow. There's a pile of games tomorrow. Dallas have to play first of all back-to-back here in this one. So it's the one's a pile before and then Thursday no hockey.
No hockey.
So they take Thanksgiving off.
They get the Thanksgiving off there. All right, they get it off there. Oilers and Stars. Oilers at home, $1.31, total of 6 over to Rod.
Yeah, and at 6, I think this is a little bit light. I know that both squads dealing with some injuries, but Dallas dealing with some injuries as well here in this one. And you look at the biggest thing that you see is Mikko Rantanen not going to play for Dallas. He's got to serve his 1-game suspension for all these boarding calls he's been taking. So they suspended him a game, and this will be that suspension game. But even with him out, that's why the bookmakers put this at 6, going, this will be a lower scoring one. No Mikko Rantanen in here. I don't think so. We still got the 2 worst goalies in the NHL playing. I don't care who you put in there, Skinner or Pickard in there. That goalie tandem is still dead last in the NHL. The Oilers are still dead last in giving up the most NHL goals in the NHL, and 5-on-5 play giving up the most goals. It's just one of those things. 6 seems a touch light. Give me the over between the Oilers, and of course, I'm cheering for the Oilers. So give me the over 6, and I'm cheering for the Oilers.
There you go with Rod. We move on over to Alninos.
Yeah, I agree. I actually have my premium on the side in this one, but I agree. If you can get it at 6, I wouldn't go chasing a 6.5 here. I would rather just lay a little bit of juice and be on the 6. If you look at these teams now, 3 of the last 4 meetings have gone over, and as we know, the Oilers can be very inconsistent there when it comes to their totals, but I still think that this is a very offensive-minded team to me, and definitely tons of goal scorers there. So at 6, I'll take the over as well here.
There with Alninos. All right, we got you through our sports coverage. It is now time for our Parlay Purple segment, where our cap is given a parlay, team player prop, game of the future. They make the call here. We started off here with Rod.
All right, we're going to take Creighton plus the 7. We're going to take where is it? Give me Seton Hall plus the 6.5 against USC. And then one more dog for you to throw in there. Tennessee plus the 4. I see 4s in a lot of places now, so I like that. Grab the 4. So 3 dogs there in college basketball for you.
There we go. 3 dogs from Rod. On over to Chris.
Yeah, we'll take all 3, like I said earlier, overs in the NBA games and the NBA Cup. Take all 3 of those totals over what we got right now. And then a couple goal scorers. I got 3 of them out there on the hit list, but I'll give you 2 more from I kept it light with Dallas in the video. I'll give you a couple here. Rod, gonna have to. Is it the last name's Hintz? Is it Rupe? Hintz?
Good old Ruby Hintz.
And then Wyatt Johnston. He's kind of been quiet lately, but we'll go with him as well. And I'll update those in the comments as well.
Yeah, and interesting you said all 3 games over. I remember a situation that happened in the NBA Cup a few years ago where a team was down big, or they were down, not big, but they were down by 5 or 6 points, and there was no chance for them to win. They called a timeout with 2 seconds left to set up a play to try to help their point differential. So those are also some end-game situations where you expect the team down to just dribble it out. No, they're going to keep playing to try to get the point differential. So you won't see a dribble out in some of these cases. So there is some edges to the overs here as you kind of eliminate the dribble out for some of these 2 undefeated and 1-loss teams, right? So you will see some dribble. You will not see dribble outs in these games. On over to L.
Yeah, I'll go with my NBA picks here. I'll take the over in the Lakers-Clippers game. I'll take Tyrese Maxey to get his double-double, and I'll take the Hawks to win both halves there.
Yeah, from Al Nino says you usually do here. I give you college football. I got 16 games capped yesterday. Of the 16 so far, the one I'm going to take is Kentucky plus 3.5. Louisville is really banged up at quarterback with Miller Moss. You got issues at the running back, issues at the receiver position. Kentucky is 1 win away from bowl eligibility. Louisville's season just kind of went away from them. No shot here. We've seen what's happened to them, their chances for the ACC tournament. Miller Moss is injured, so we don't know if he's coming back or not. Cardinals have lost and failed to cover 3 straight. Ineffectiveness in the passing game. They ruined their shot to get in the ACC. The Wildcats offense over the past month is running the football. They're getting good work at quarterback, and they're defending the run. Again, the injuries here for Louisville, the 3 losses to close out the season. This will be one of those teams that will be limping into the Bulls this year as Louisville. I look for Kentucky to try to get in there into the bowl here. So I'll take Kentucky here plus 3.5. they make it a competitive must-win, a get-in bowl spot here for Kentucky there. All right, we've got you through our parlay purple segment. Now it's time to see what we have for sale over at Tony's Picks as we're heading into, Feast Week. It's exciting right now with all these sports in action. You can see it's a great time of the year. And head on over to get our best bets. We just gave you our free picks, but if you head on to Tony'sPicks.com, you'll find our best bets and premiums up there with leaderboards showcasing top performers up there for you right now. Let's see what Rod has for sale over at Tony's Picks as we're heading into this Tuesday card, heading to Feast Week. Good time to look at that long-term subscription. 7 days. You guys love that. Rod's pounding the bookie right now on college hoops. What you got for sale, Rod?
College hoops, more college hoops. I got a 3-pack in college hoops for you today. Absolutely love those plays. Nice day in the college board. Nice start to the year, college basketball wise for me. So hey, can't complain about the start to college basketball in 2025. We're already up 640 units. So let's continue pounding the books, finishing where we finished last year in 2025. Just pounding the bookies in college hoops. So yep, there it is. There's my Tuesday college basketball triple. I'm going to put up my best bet of the day. It will be in there. It'll be up momentarily by itself as a solo play for anybody looking for that single play, but it's in that 3-pack. So don't buy one or the other. Grab that 3-pack. I'm telling you, let's have a nice little winning day. Or even better yet, we got so much sports action. The rest of the week, you've got NFL on Thursday, the triple header rolling. More NHL, as I said, 30-game card tomorrow. 30 teams, all 30 teams in action. So 15-game card there. We've got the rest of the NBA Cup this week. So all these sports overlapping, and we look at them all, and we find money makers in all of those. So grab that week-long money maker pass and join me the rest of the week, or even take advantage of 2-for-1 capper promotional. Can't go wrong with that here at Tony's Picks. Having 2 cappers putting money in your pocket is the way to go. Jump aboard long-term here at Tony's Picks. Because when you're aboard long-term, you also get those late steam plays. When a capper finds that late info type play, somebody's out, somebody in the NBA pops in or out, you get that play directly emailed to you. And then the props are here at Tony's Picks as well. So those are all included in with all your long-term subscriptions at Tony's Picks is those prop plays. Hey, 5-1 in the NFL on those props on the weekend. So you definitely want to jump aboard something long-term and have those props thrown in for you as well. Another little bonus for you to make some money.
Yep, we got props up there, all the pros pops up there for you to get on board with Rod over at Tony's Picks. And, of course, promo code TonyT will save you that 15% off. You guys love that 7-day pass. This is the perfect time to get that 7-day pass with all these sports overlap. Big NFL games on Thursday, Friday. We got the Black Friday game as well, college basketball tournaments, and more. Get on board with Rod over at Tony's Picks. All right, let's see what's rolling over at Tony's Picks right now. We'll see what Chris has for sale for today's action here up on the board for today. Chris, what you got for sale?
Guys, got you a couple plays today. Kept it light. I got you one in the NBA Cup, and then I've got you one in college basketball that I really like, and it's not from the SEC, so that's the different there. But I really like the look of that one. So I got you 2 plays out there today. We got a bunch more tomorrow coming, and then we got like 3 games in NFL on Thanksgiving. We got some more in NBA coming up, more college football Friday games, and into Saturday. So here, hop on something long-term, short-term, get you that late steam action. We're seeing these numbers go all over the place, so make sure you're on there so we can get you the best number. And then, just 2-for-1 capper. You guys see who's on here and who's doing well, so pair us up together. Let's go to work for you. Use the promo code on my packages at Tony T, save you the 15% off of them. And, we're going to have a lot more action than towards tomorrow and the rest of the weekend. So hop on something there and let's just continue to do well.
That's right. Get on board with Chris over at Tony's Picks. You can see his 1-day passes up there with best bets up on the board. Remember, all of our 1-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must earn a profit. Amount purchased is credit back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. Or, again, can opt for the long-term subscriptions with Chris. So get on board with Chris over at Tony's Picks. All right, let's see what's rolling over at the site right now. We'll see what El Nino's has for sale for this Tuesday as card for today. Of course, El Nino's put together a good career in the NFL. El Nino's, what's for sale?
Yeah, so far just my NHL power play right there. Also got that Thursday night Thanksgiving play if you want to get an early line on that one. But we'll get there with at least one play in the NBA. Actually looking at 2 lines that I like, and money's going against the play I like. So I'm just waiting for a better number here, and should have a NBA play up there too soon.
That's right. Get on board with El Nino's over at Tony's Picks up there with Tuesday Power Play. Also ready to roll with Thursday Thanksgiving play up for you right now. with Profit Guarantee. You've got the one-day passes and long-term subscriptions with Al Nino. So go ahead and get on board with Al. Match up with your favorite capper with the 2-for-1 cap promotion and get signed up. All right, over on the site today, I'll have for you here a best bet rolling up here. So get on board with me over at Tony's Picks. Remember the promo code TonyT at checkout. We'll save you that 15% off and match me up with your favorite capper. Go 2-for-1, the way to roll here as we're heading into Feast Week. An exciting time of the year in all of the sports, professional as well as college, with the great overlap there. All right, guys, with you here on the show every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, be with us. We have four shows live on our channel, so lots of great content. So check us out. If you happen to miss any of our shows, or if you take a visit to our YouTube channel, you're going to find a lot of great content over there up on the channel right now. So up there, you can watch if you want to watch an archive of any of our live shows, hit the live tab. You'll be able to watch our morning show live as it's archived here on the archive section here of the channel. A live feed there with the morning show. Or also we have a lot of extra. We have content as well. Live show with our night moves, 3 a.m. Eastern time. Ramon and DeAndre here giving you a full rundown on the card. We got our new show here, the look ahead show here with Alessandro. That one rolls off at 12 a.m. Eastern time. A complete rundown. Also mixes in props for you as well. So Alessandro here with the look ahead and night moves of our live shows with complete rundowns of all the games. And of course, a lot of props there from Alessandro, a prop focus show as well with Alessandro. So interact with our live show contributors in the chat. Check them out. If you happen to miss a show, just watch the replay. They're on demand for you. So I know folks in the East Coast get up early. We got 2 shows you guys can watch with complete rundowns on the day's card. Happy Hour with Ron here at 5 p.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday. So you get a complete rundown there. As you can see, we have different shot angles here. So if you got a phone, you can get us in vertical, or on a desktop, get the horizontal, or a desktop, or on your, a lot of you folks like to watch us on those big 50, 80 inch screens at home. So you have 2 choices. You'll have the landscape mode, or if you're on a phone, on mobile, you can watch it in the little vertical view there. So lots of great options for you here at Tony Speaks YouTube channel. Hit the video tab. A lot of great content up there as well. You'll be able to see our videos. Actually, hit the home tab. You'll see our playlist. That's the best way to do it, is go to the home tab, because there you'll see the live and you'll see all of our compilation videos that we're up right now. Alessandro in here with some props here coming in for you as well. Also with some NFL up on there from Alessandro. Yes, he does an NFL opening line. She'll give you those early picks from the NFL. That's up right now. Week 13 picks from Alessandro right now. Also rundown from the games from yesterday, a full compilation video, and college football and more. So big stuff here from Alessandro. Also getting into college football week 14. So we got you some opening line numbers, and Alessandro trying to pick off these opening numbers. Ramon came in there as well with contributions. NBA full board in there as well. College basketball as well. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks here from Ramon. Alessandro's got plays for you as well in college hoops. So a lot of great content on the channel, hockey and more with Ramon, and of course Alessandro with his compilation. Chris's hit list is up right now with content. 5 picks coming from Alessandro on Friday as well. So lots of great content also with our shorts as well. So a lot of great content over on the channel. Of course, we're at that happy hour here at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, definitely tune in to the happy hour, 5:15 Eastern. I love that. It's the Who, 5:15. Tune into the happy hour. Love that. Love that show. You get all the latest info on the goalies, and we try to get you all the latest info on the NBA. Even sometimes by the time the happy hour drops, we're still looking for some info on the NBA. But usually by the happy hour, we get the latest info, or even during the happy hour, sometimes we've got that latest NBA news for you. So definitely tune into the happy hour show, 5:15 Eastern.
5:15 Eastern time. And of course, Chris, that hit list has been a big hit over on the site.
Yeah, it's been pretty well there. Definitely go to the playlist and find me. That's the easiest way you're going to find me, so you don't have to scroll through, because I know to make it easier for you guys, I guess they chop everything, all the shows, so I'm buried under there. But usually first or second right there on the playlist, you can find me pretty easily there. Go there. I've got you 3 today. We just had the 1 game, so I tried to keep it as light as I could. I went a little heavy on the Oilers there, but couldn't help but put Leon Draisaitl in there. He's one of my favorites. And then Jason Robertson's in there. If you guys want to check him out, he's been cashing for us. So we've been doing pretty good with these goal scorers to be new to the NHL. So tomorrow you got all those games. Like Rod said, you probably will not get 30 goal scorers, but I will get you at least 5 because that's just overkill there. But anyway, we're going to keep putting it out there. I'll have you some NFL for Thanksgiving, and we'll just keep, as long as I've got the data, you guys will have the video. So keep putting it out.
Even out there, you can see it on the playlist. Props, you always see Chris is with his prop video. Just go to the homepage on the YouTube channel, our homepage, and that's where you'll see it easier for you to manage. Looking for your sports and your capper, the props right here up on the prop page for you there. Of course, you know, so you also do some props. You also do some videos as well. And we also catch on some of the live shows.
Yeah, as I said yesterday, been more live shows lately. I've been pretty busy, so but hopefully get back to my videos soon. So keep an eye out for those as well. But again, tons of content as we just mentioned out there. So go check out all those videos. These guys putting in work, and you know, as Chris said, you know, he's new to the NHL, but already hitting some goal scores. And Rod and I were talking a little bit about this behind the scenes, and definitely not the worst way to dip your toes into hockey there. You know, Chris, Chris putting in the work there, looking through the stats, and good stuff. Keep it up, and hopefully I'll be back there soon.
That's right, guys. A lot of video content we produce here. We are a top 10% uploader for YouTube. They've told me that, so they do up there. You know, they do a good job there of offering coaching and all the tips and stuff. But I do get notification recently saying, "Here, congratulations, you're a top 10% uploader with us, doing a great job and all." It's all great. Appreciate that. All right, so guys, check us out. A lot of great content up there. I'll recently guess if you're seeing more content from any other YouTube channel out there. Some have more views than we do, but we have probably the most content of anyone out there on YouTube as far as free pick videos goes. It's loaded up there, guys. So check it out. You know, and we have it nicely organized for you there in the playlist on the homepage. We'll make it easy for you guys to go and check it. Look for your free picks from our crew here at Tony's Picks. All right, guys, with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We greatly appreciate that. It really helps us build up our audience when we do. And we'll be back again 9:30 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Rod with the happy hour at 5 Eastern time. Alessandro 12 a.m. Eastern time. Ramon around at 3 a.m. Eastern time. So we got you covered with 4, maybe some more in the mix here, guys. So we're gonna continue to provide you with the most free picks and great live content on our channel. So we greatly appreciate everybody in the chat, everybody spreading the word out and sharing our work, because it really helps us out and it keeps us doing it. Appreciate everyone's there in the chat and our audience there. Any closing thoughts before we close it out, guys?
Don't worry, happy hour will still be around during Thanksgiving. We're not going to take the day off, or we'll be around on Thanksgiving for you. Might pop it in a little bit earlier because maybe we'll get in the second game after the first one ends on the NFL wise, triple header wise of things, because otherwise there's not a whole lot late if we keep it till like 5:15. So maybe on Thanksgiving we'll pop in a little bit earlier with the happy hour. The rare earlier look at it, like a noonish or something, or right after that first game ends. That way we can still get both NFL games in there. So I was talking to the guys that are on regularly on the happy hour. A couple guys will definitely pop in. So definitely this week we'll still have you covered on the happy hour. No changes. Maybe just a little bit earlier on the happy hour on the actual Thanksgiving day, but still Feast Week. We'll still find you those winners.
Feast Week. There'll be college games. You'll have some NBA. I know NBA, no hockey, so you're gonna have to look for college there, right? Because I don't think NBA plays.
Yeah, so there's the NFL, and I think there's some college basketball late. So that's why I said maybe on the Thanksgiving day we'll pop in a little bit earlier.
Yeah, like how it sounds. No days off in this business. Keep up the great work. Exactly right. There's always something on the Christmas Eve. I think you have just one game. That's kind of like your and All-Star break. But no, now with WNBA, there's still something going on.
Well, is it really a break when you're still looking ahead of the days upcoming, though?
That is true, right? You're still handicapping.
Yeah, you're still
handicapping after the break. Sport, no doubt. But we're with you here, guys. Hit the like, subscribe. All right, that'll do it for the show. We're back tomorrow live. Wait, goodbye, guys. Make it a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony 6 Morning Show.